Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever and whenever you are. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to another Godot Heart Platformer tutorial video. This video was made possible by the people who support me by buying my Godot 4 course. There's a link in the description if you're interested. In this video, we're going to add a Coyote jump to our character. The term Coyote jump likely comes from the old cartoons where a character would run off of a cliff and then hang there for just a little bit before they fell. And this is a useful mechanic inside platform games because it's quite common for a player to move. We might need a little bit extra snap up that slope. It's quite common for a player to attempt to jump right at the edge of a ledge and mistime their jump just by a bit, where they actually run off the ledge first. And it feels like the game is actually ignoring their inputs. It feels pretty bad for the player. So we're going to implement a grace period where they can jump even after leaving a ledge. Let's come into our player and we're going to add a timer node to the player. This timer node is going to give us the grace period for this. So we're going to turn on one shot on this timer and we're going to set the wait time to 0.02. That's a pretty big grace period, but I think it's better to be generous to the player in small things like this. Now we're going to name this timer Coyote Jump Timer, and we'll save it. We'll come into our player script and we'll hold control and drag this into the player script so that we get our access to the Coyote jump timer right there. Now we need to be able to detect if the player has just left a ledge, right? Now we have access to a few functions inside of our character body 2D that will allow us to do that. These functions are going to be, well, mainly it's just the isOnFloor function. However, it's important that we check this at the right times. So the way our character body 2D works is that we update the velocity, right? We set the velocity, and then we call move and slide. And the character body 2D will use our velocity to attempt to move the character. And if it runs into any walls or anything, it will slide along those walls. However, this is where the character gets moved, meaning this is the point in our code where the position of the character changes, and that's important and useful, and I'll show you why. Let's create a variable right here. We're going to call this variable was on floor, and we'll set this equal to is on floor. Now, why are we calling it was on floor? Well, we're checking to see if our character is on the floor before we actually move the character. Right? Now, down here, we can check to see if the character is still on the floor, right? Even after moving. And doing that will allow us to determine whether or not we have just left the floor, whether or not our character has just left the ground. So we're going to create a variable called just left ledge. Okay? And this is going to be equal to was on floor. So if we were on the floor before and not is on, we need a space, not is on floor. So if we were on the floor before moving and now after moving we're no longer on the floor, then we just left the ledge. Okay, and we can say if just left ledge Coyote jump timer dot start. Like this, we'll start our timer, right? Now, there is one problem with this, which is that if we jump, then we'll be on the floor in this frame, and then on the next frame, we won't be on the floor. But that's not leaving the ledge, that's actually jumping. Right, and we don't want a grace period where they can jump again after jumping. That would allow them to jump slightly higher than they should. So we need to add one more check here to our just left ledge, which is and velocity dot y is greater than or equal to 0. If our velocity dot y is greater than or equal to 0, that means our character is going down. And that way we know that they were on the floor in the previous frame, or before moving. After moving, they're no longer on the floor, and they're either going down or they're not moving vertically at all, which means they just left the ledge. Right? If the velocity dot y was negative, that would mean they were going up, which means they just jumped. So this allows us to detect whether or not our character has just left the ledge and then appropriately set our Coyote jump timer. Now all we need to do is use this timer when we're checking to see if our character can jump. So we'll come into our handle jump function right here, and we can check right here, see where we're if input.isAction pressed UI up. Right here, we can also check to see, actually we need this to be up here, if is on floor, or Coyote jump timer dot time left is greater than 0.0. So if the time left is greater than 0.0. So that way we're checking, are we on the floor or is our Coyote timer on, right? And that way we can jump either when we're on the floor, which is when we should be able to jump, or if we're in that little teeny grace period after leaving a ledge. Now, because of adding this here, it kind of messes up our else statement here. So instead of doing an else, I'm just going to add is, or if not is on floor for our released, for shortening our jump. So if we're not on the floor, then allow us to shorten the jump. And that's it. Now when we come into the game, if we just barely leave the ledge, it's not working, I don't think. Our Coyote timer says it has an issue here, so let's check. Very low timer wait times may behave. Oh, I did 0.02. I meant 0.2, not 0.02. Okay. I didn't know that about really short wait times, actually. That's interesting. There we go. Now we're talking. And yeah, 0.2 is pretty gracious. I can almost reach the other end here and still jump. So we might do 0.15 maybe. And this is, again, this is a designer decision, so it's up to you. My computer seems to have a little bit of a hard time. Did I click outside the window? Maybe I clicked outside the window. It was a little choppy. There we go. Now we've got our Coyote grace period. Really easy to implement in Godot, a simple timer and then a little bit of code to be able to determine whether or not you've just left a ledge. And it makes it a much more enjoyable experience for the player when they're trying to time their jumps. So that's going to be it for this tutorial video. Thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and learned something. And I will see you all later.